This is the end of President Ruto's legitimacy in Mount Kenya region. Watch this before we proceed. Please like the video to reach many people as possible, and in case it is your first time, support us by subscribing and turning on the notification bell. We are on a mission to 6,000 subscribers before the end of this month. Thank you. Now, the reality on the ground, and we must be brutally honest with ourselves. This is the end of President Ruto's legitimacy in Mount Kenya region. In 2022, the current head of state had a lot of legitimacy in Mount Kenya region, all the way from Kiambu County, where the fourth president of the Republic of Kenya, Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, is coming from. He had people like Moses Kuria, they're still in his political circle. But the reality on the ground, the residents that he is banking on are speaking a different language through their actions. They were shouting, Ruto must go. What do you think the head of state will do in 2027? In fact, in an event that he decides to go on the ground by himself to campaign for his second term bid, do you think those people will listen to him? Many people will heckle the head of state, and he must understand that it is high time to look for another strategy. It is not going to work. The people of Mount Kenya have realized that they were cheated. And that is what the former head of state, President Uhuru Kenyatta, used to tell them. I remember him saying, mdomo tam tam lakini. What do you think the former head of state meant? He knew the person that that Kenyans were going to elect was not going to be the right person. He was trying to persuade them to elect Raila Amolo Odinga. And that's a story for another day. But the reality is now coming out. It clearly shows that the people of Mount Kenya are fed up with the head of state. And I want us to look at someone that the head of state is banking on. That is Professor Kithure Kindiki, a very good man. But the reality on the ground is that Professor Kithure Kindiki will not be in a position to deliver votes for William Ruto in 2027. It is not even going to take a miracle. It is not going to be easy for Ruto to be re-elected in 2027 by Mount Kenya people. He should now start thinking on how he can change his actions, because these people, even at the time that he was talking, trying to explain for the head of state the achievements of his administration over the last 2 years, residents were not interested. They were not interested at all. The head of state is at that particular it is between a hard place and a rock. That is the reality on the ground, because I don't see a possibility of even Professor Kithure Kindiki salvaging the solution. Forget about the stories of Rigathi Gachagua being a dangerous politician to William Samoei Arap Ruto. The reality on the ground, these people, it seems like they left President William Ruto a long time ago. And this is not the first heckle that we are witnessing. There are so many people who have said Ruto must go. And it is high time it takes such kind of one seriously. The Jay-Z said Ruto must go. Mount Kenya people are saying Ruto must go. What makes you think that it will be easy for him to convince these people in 2027? If he is not careful, he will be a one-term president. However, the following will determine whether the head of state will be re-elected. The first thing, many people believe that he is a liar, that he is not telling the truth. So he has to change his actions by telling the truth, telling Kenyans that this and this cannot cannot happen right now, but we can do one, two, three, and we must do this and that, and therefore we shall be in a position to achieve this. But if you come and lie to them, they will still see you as a person who is not trustworthy. And many people, even from Mount Kenya region, they now understand that the person they elected is not trustworthy for them. And that is why you can clearly see how they are saying Ruto must go. The second thing that he must do, the head of state must show through his actions that he is going to fight to better Kenya's economy, because the economy is not doing good. And many people from Mount Kenya region, they are business people. That is the reality on the ground. Let us be brutally honest with ourselves. Let us not lie. These people are doing business, and they clearly see that the head of state is not doing anything to make sure that the economy is changing. So if the head of state can change the economy and make it better, the reality on the ground, they might think of electing him. But I doubt if Mount Kenya people will elect Ruto for a second term. That is the reality on the ground. The third thing that they must do is to ensure that it does not find politicians from Mount Kenya region, especially Rigathi Gachagua, because Rigathi Gachagua is becoming politically dangerous to William Samoei Arap Ruto after he was impeached. Is becoming politically dangerous, but only politically dangerous in Mount Kenya region. And let us be honest with ourselves, only politically dangerous in Mount Kenya region, not in other parts of the country, only in Mount Kenya region. And the reasons to why many people always talk about Mount Kenya region, it is because they voted for William Samoei Arap Ruto. And in an event that Raila Amolo Odinga does not win AUC and runs for presidency again, then he will be doomed. In fact, he will become a one-term president if Raila Odinga loses AUC, because right now he has got political enemies. So he must not fight politicians from Mount Kenya region like Rigathi Gachagua, because those people will, there's this perception that you are fighting our own, and that is the same thing that even the current head of state used in 2022, because there are people in Mount Kenya who saw Uhuru Kenyatta as a man who was harassing the person who fought for him in 2013, 2017, and that is how he was elected, because some people voted emotionally thinking that he was a better candidate, as compared to what Uhuru Kenyatta was telling them at that particular time. And you saw how there was wild cheers for Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, cold reception for Professor Kithure Kindiki, and also crazy cheers for Rigathi Gachagua. So this is going to be dangerous for William Ruto. But one thing I'm certain, if he's not careful, he is not going to get any votes in Mount Kenya region come 2027. I don't know what you think, but you can let me know what you think in the comments section. I promise at the end of my videos to carry out civic education. The first thing you need to do is to register as a voter. The second thing, demonetize politics. The third thing, vote for policy. Don't just vote for someone because they are popular in your constituency. These people are going to mess this country. Bye for now. I will see you in the next video.